Okay, your activities. I know this has gone long. Are you guys okay? Are we good? Should I rush through this, or are you all right? Good? Okay. I didn't hear any moans, so I guess we're all right. All right, so check the labels. One of the first places you can go to find out if your food is more whole or not is the ingredient panel. Do not believe what any label says on the front. Not even the organic stuff, okay? Start looking at the ingredient panels. You'll notice, boy, this one's really interesting. I really like this one. This is a good example. You'll notice that the first, on activity one here, the first label has this wonderful American Heart Association stamp of approval, which means you should buy 5, right? If the American Heart Association says it's good, bring it on. Not so fast. Most people would probably be fooled by that. But can you take a look in the ingredient panel just real quick? Just breeze over it. Now, most of you haven't taken a chemistry class for a while or a biology class for a while, but even you can see the issues on this label. I don't need to point them out. Again, do you want to be a science experiment? We've got a lot more data today than we had 5 years ago on what these ingredients do. We've got a lot more links to how it's affecting the body, and it's not pretty. The bottom line is you cannot trust an endorsement from a really, really large organization who profits on disease. What happens if heart disease is cured tomorrow? A multi-billion-dollar company goes down. We haven't had any progress, just so you know, in heart disease. We have more heart disease diagnosis today than we've ever had. And their argument is, hey, people are living longer. How many people in this room want to have a chest grabber and live through it? You say, well, of course I'd love to live through a heart attack. I don't want to die. If you don't want to die, then do the stuff that you can do to prevent it. Heart disease is preventable, ladies and gentlemen. Even if it's in your genes to be susceptible to heart disease, remember what we said? You don't have to prick at a weak gene. You can support it with your lifestyle, and you don't have to succumb to that disease. Read your ingredient panels. They will tell you everything you need to know about food. I want you to look at the food labels in your house, and I want you to see if you find any of the ingredients, okay? We have given you a laundry list of a lot of the artificial additives, preservatives, chemical sweeteners that are put into food, okay? If you find this stuff, actually let's see here, some of it isn't the bad stuff because there is raw sugar and turbinado sugars and things like that. So in the directions it says naturally and minimally processed additives are indicated with a star. The star ones are okay. It's the other ones, there's very few of the star ones in there. But this is an example of some of the things that you're going to find in your foods. And I want you to go through the foods in your house, and I'm going to challenge you to not use them up. You're making a decision out of fear, of losing money, of throwing money away. Don't make a decision in fear. Make a decision out of progress, out of desire for progress. That's a decision made in love. Do not use the food up. It's going to challenge a lot of you because you think value, you think bulk, you think coupons. Get that food out of your house and get food in your house that is going to begin to change your health. It's going to begin to bring you the very things you came here looking for. Little did you know it wasn't going to come from me. It's going to come from the food you're buying, the new food that you buy. From the farmer you find, and you start to buy their food, and you ask them questions about how they raised it. You will be blown away at how wonderful the story will be and how happy they are to tell you about it. I want you all to leave here encouraged, and I want you, after viewing this, to be encouraged that all of this information is about giving you power back. Because many of you did not even realize that food sourcing was important. You didn't realize that it wasn't about the diet program. It wasn't about how many points you counted or how many calories it was in or out. This stuff is affecting your health now, right now. And you didn't even know about it. Many of you are very frustrated with your health. One of the reasons why you came here, one of the reasons why you bought this course, why you're participating in this process is because you got questions that haven't been able to be answered by the powers that be. I will challenge you to read the reference guide material this week. Section 3 and 4. Read it. I will also challenge you to go through your food supply in your home, and I will challenge you to purge food that should not be there. No, do not give it to a local pantry. Can anyone understand why? If you love those people, go get them some good food. There is organic food that's shelf-stable, that wasn't grown with all the other stuff. Go buy it for your family and go buy some for a food pantry too. Break away from that fear that you have of getting rid of the things in your life that could possibly be causing you problems because you bought them once. Throw them away. And make a game out of it or something. I don't know. You guys can figure out something to do with your kids. It can be a blast. If you do it in fear and you do it with a bad attitude, I can promise you it'll be back in your house in 2 weeks. Find a way to have a smile on your face and be happy about the change you're going to make. Because it will change your health and your life forever, I promise you. I have never, ever had a patient or a client, and with the thousands I've worked with all across this country, I've never once had someone come back to me and you say, you know what? I did not feel better when I ate this way. What you told me to do did not work at all. So now, I'm going back, I'm going to go buy that cheap, I'm clipping coupons already, I'm going to do one right in front of you, right here. I have never, ever had anyone say that they regretted it, ever. And I know not everyone always shares their feelings, but not everyone gives it a real try. And I will challenge you to give this a real try. Okay? I know this session went long. I thank you so much for your attention. What I'm going to do is I'm going to give you a little break so that you can stretch your legs and get some air. And we'll come right back for Q&A in about 5 to 7 minutes. Those of you who can't stick around, it was a blessing being with you tonight, and I look forward to next lesson, and you should too. It's great. Thank you.